Okay, so this is Lake Hamilton. It's the third round. I'm in the Elite Series, and I'm winning. So I thought I'd make a recording on how to beat the Elite Series. It's pretty simple. All you do is boat out to the middle of the water, to the middle of the lake, in about 21 feet of water, and use this little Apocalypse deep diving crankbait lure. So I'm just going to go right to the middle in about 20 feet of water, 21 feet. Take a little turn. Right to about here. 19, 20 feet, 19, 18 feet. Right about here, right in the middle. Here's what I'm using. The whole event, I used this one lure. And you might need 40 braid because you catch some big fish. But you might want 40-pound braid. You break some of these fish off. I just had 30 on here, so I'm using 30. See, I have almost 100 pounds from doing this one thing. It's pretty easy. It's like St. John's or Gunnersville. You just go out to the middle of the lake and use this little crankbait, and it goes real deep, so it's good. Now here at Hamilton, using this strategy, it lulls. At first you won't see anything, but you have to persevere, and the fish show up. They do show up in scores and scores of bass. It just takes a little time for the computer to really yield all the fish. But there'll be catfish and pickerel and all manner of fish will show up. I cast at different angles, different areas until they do. But I want to make this video to demonstrate how this works. It just takes a while for the fish to come. And you'll be losing, the computer will be way ahead. But in the end, if you use this formula, you will win. The fish do show up. Doesn't seem like anything's happening. But it can take 5 or 10 minutes of this before the computer will really yield the bass. Just pitch around. Make it a little less boring. But it's tricky. It might not seem like anything's really here for a while, but they do come. It'll just blow up. All of a sudden, there'll be catfish and pickerel and drum and bass. But this is where I caught 100 pounds. In round one and round two, I totaled 98.13. So this is a good spot. There's a bass. He's swimming away. No fish yet. There's a big striper. Don't want him. Yeah, but I just caught 100 pounds. I didn't want to make a video that was an hour and a half long. So the first two rounds, I just didn't record. But like I said, I scored the first 100 pounds right here on this spot with this lure, and the fish don't show up for like 5 or 10 minutes. Sometimes you have to wait until the schools and schools of fish start coming. I start to see some fish. They slowly creep up. It does help to cast around. But it doesn't look like much at first. You might think, oh, this isn't good, I'll go to another area. But you should wait here. In about 20 feet of water. Right in the middle of the lake. You see my map. There's a big one. There's one. Just cast around and wait. Try to be patient. Even if you're getting killed by the computer, just use your judgment. If you start getting fish you don't want, then cast a little bit away from that spot and you might see some bass. There's one. So I'm in first place again. Just using this one spot. I checked the whole lake. I went to the farthest southern reaches of this board, checking for bass, checking for big pockets of bass. Because the computer was doing like 80, 90 pounds in the first two rounds. I knew there must be some place where you can get like 100 pounds. One spot that will do it, that will do all 100 some pounds. And I'm convinced this is it. You see how my line is orange and it's a little weak? I think probably 40 pound line or 50 pound is a little better for this level. But use the right line because it really matters in this game. If you hook onto like a legendary bass, a 30 pound black braid might not hold it. I'm not really sure. I haven't caught one yet. Not here. We'll let him go. But we're about halfway through the round. And I'm down by only about 4 pounds. So there's a lot of fish here on a pitch in the same spot. There's a lot of fish in this spot. Nope. I want a drum. But there's bass, there's spotted bass, and largemouth bass all in this one area. It just takes time. You have to fish for a while before they show up, as you can see. A lot of fish down there, a lot of bass. So I might not win. Sometimes the computer will just do that. Sometimes you just won't win by like 4 pounds or 5 pounds or whatever. And it's just stingy like that because they don't want you to beat the level every time. They want it to be more interesting than that. So they make it so you just don't win every time. Even if you're on the right spot, even if you got a great lure that works, you might not win. I might not win. Oh, there's a bass. Little guy.
You're gonna have a few competitors trembling with that toad.
But you see, I did 120 pounds on this spot. It's good. This is where you win. This is where you're supposed to be. I mean, I've used this one lure the whole time. So I don't know if I'm going to win using this one lure. Maybe you've got a better lure that goes pretty deep and you have more confidence using that lure. Try it out. I'm not saying this is the only lure that works. I'm just saying it has got me 120 pounds so far. Just pitching around, finding the pockets of bass. It is good for at least 120 pounds. And as you can see, there's plenty of bass down there. It just takes a long time for them to show up. You gotta wait and be real patient with this spot. But you get a bunch of weight. But even if I don't win, I'm still going to post this video. Because it's a good video. You make 120 pounds right on this spot with this lure. Just make sure you're in around 20 feet of water. See, I pitched away a little bit, and there's hardly anything over here. If I could just get a 10-pounder or a 7-8-pounder, I'd be doing pretty good. Ooh, there's a fish. Well, you get a load of 10-pounders on this spot. I mean, the last round, I got like 4 10-pounders.
But it's a solid keeper to touch it.
Whoa. But it's a lot busier. Round 1 and round 2 are a lot busier than this round has been. This round was really cold and pretty dead. I got a couple 5-pounders here in the very last round, which should be the hardest round. Just persevere. This might be enough to win. I'm not really sure. That'd be cool if this was a legendary channel, but I don't think it is. I'm gonna bring him in though, just in case he's like big. No trophy there. I would like just a 10-pounder to seal the deal. I don't like being ahead by only 4 pounds. Well, it looks pretty dead. That's the way this event can be. At first, there's no fish. It's boring. You think maybe I'm at the wrong spot, and there's another spot that'll do like 125 pounds. But then boom, the fish show up out of nowhere. They just They just show up. Whoa, that's the one I needed. But that's it. This one spot, oh, big boy. This one spot did over 125 pounds. I just had to wait and wait and wait for the fish to show up. But they did eventually come. 125 pounds worth. It did get a little boring, but it's fun. I think it's a good level. It's interesting. You don't have to go to another area and wait, you know, and go to like 2 or 3 areas, like some levels, like the Jordan. There you got to go to like 3 or 4 areas of the Jordan to win, but not here. This one spot will do it. This should seal the deal. This should be almost a 10-pounder. And I should win. This is the same way you beat Guntersville. And the same way you beat St. John's. You just go to the middle of the lake.
It's Chubasa.
And, you know, pitch out and wait and win, you know, and reel until they show up. I should probably make a video about Guntersville and St. John's, because it might not be the most obvious thing to go out to the middle of the lake and go out in about 20 feet of water and just try a deep crank. But it is very successful on at least 3 of these elite events. And you don't have to move. I mean, St. John's, you're in one spot for over 100 pounds. Guntersville, you're in one spot and you get all the fish. So maybe I will make a video about those as well. It's a little tricky though. There's no fish at first. It seems like you're doing the wrong thing. But it's right. It's reliable. It's like clockwork. The fish, all species, will eventually show up out of the blue. They just make you wait because they don't want it to be too easy and too obvious and, you know, just stupid. But I struggled with this lake. I checked the whole perimeter and found scant fish. So I'm pretty happy about this.
Time for the scales to do the talking. Let's get your limit on there.
So you see I finished with 132, over 10 pounds more than what I needed to win. So thanks for watching the video, and join me for my next video when I'll do Seminole, I'll do St. John's, I'll do Gunnersville, and we'll see you then.